So getting women and building attraction is pretty easy. Learning body language is more complicated. Becoming an expert in it is pretty hard. But now we're going to get into the main reason why I have longevity, why I have multiple girls for a long time. And the first one is celebrating life. If you look around the world and what people are dating, a lot of people are dating people that are just miserable. I mean, take a look at TikTok or YouTube or Instagram comments. Most people on this planet, especially after COVID, are miserable. They do the absolute opposite of celebrating life, and that's pretty much hating it. Like, they wake up in the morning, they go to their job they fucking hate, they go deal with people they fucking hate, they dull their relationships because they're miserable all the time, and so on. One of my biggest pulls over a longevity stance of why my girls are drawn to me is because I celebrate life. While most people focus on the afterlife and hopefully I go to heaven, or hopefully I go to paradise, or hopefully I have this many virgins, I care more about the here and now, every day, taking it one day at a time. Now, there's certain flaws that can happen with this where we can fix them in order to make relationships a lot better. For example, what ends up happening is sometimes when our significant other is happy, we had a bad day and we end up dragging them down. Now, if you have two people in a relationship that do this, then you are going to spend double the time being miserable. And a lot of relationships fall to this, where he's happy, but she's sad, so they get dragged down. And then she's happy and he's miserable, they both get dragged down. And then on top of that, we will have times where we're happy and the other person's not happy, and we'll try to guard them from our happiness. Like, oh, they're having a bad day, I don't want to. And then we get dragged down again. So there's two things that I personally do with my women. Number one, if I notice that she's happy and she had a good day and I have a bad day, I try not to bring her down, even with my mood. I will try to match up to her. This can even happen when I'm having a stressful week at work on the road, and I call one of my girls to talk with them and they're doing good, and I catch myself, just my tone and my aura starting to pull her down. I'll immediately note it. Maybe even say hey, I need to get in clear headspace for this. I'll call you in a bit. And then I do it. Number two is what I call, I don't think it's actually me. I think I learned this from somebody. It's called love catch. Where basically you have a ball or a fucking hacky sack or fucking a bean bag, and you throw it back and forth. Think about when you're really having a bad period of your life and people told you to have a grateful journal. It's kind of like that, but you're doing it together as a couple or as a team. Or if you have multiple girls like me, you do it all together. What you basically do is whoever is holding it says something that they celebrate. So if it's thrown to me, I can be like, I celebrate my amazing bond with you girls. And you throw it to her, one of the other girls. And they can say, I celebrate her eyes. And we can pick it out with how many people, and we just keep going around. And if you're having fucking fun and you're dropping it and accidentally packing it into each other's face too hard and all that fun stuff, you're still doing it in a fun way. And I tried to look up where I fucking learned this from, because I feel like it was a book or something, or maybe an article, but when I put it in, nothing came up on Google. So maybe I made it up, but I don't think I did. But you should try it. It's like grateful journaling, but it's much more fun. So yes, that's one of the things I do to make sure that my relationships, even though I have multiple women, last for a long time.